Hi everyone, it's Gloria and I'm back to share a few sympathy cards that I just completed. This one here is my first one and I used the Mojo Monday sketch for, I think it was 2 weeks ago. So there's this one. I'm sorry I don't have the number of the sketch in front of me, but anyway, I used K & Company's brown paper pad papers from those paper stacks that I'm trying to use up, and I distressed all of the papers with vintage photo, and I used these flowers are from Recollections as well as the bling, and I used my Cricut to cut this oval here. And then this sticker, it says Remember When, is actually from a collection from Bo Bunny, and I don't have the exact name, but I just saw it and decided to use that, and it was the exact color of that coordinated with the papers. So that's the front, and I did use my Fiskars scalloped edge punch to punch this paper here. And then the inside, I just matted the different pattern papers, and this one's light enough, I think, that I can do some things with. You know, has the ink to show. The ink will show up on it. Wow, that was a mouthful. Okay, and then the next one is also Mojo Monday sketch from last week, and this one is, I decided to use on these next two cards. I used papers that I received, 6x6 papers that I received in a swap last year, and yeah, so I'm assuming they're K & Company, but I'm not sure. So these are just the reverse, these squares are just the reverse papers. And so I followed this sketch just as is, and then the Very Sorry I stamped in cocoa, and that comes from this stamp set from Close to My Heart. It's called Cardword, or gosh, I can't speak today, Cardword Puzzle. And so I used the Very and the Sorry, and there's just lots of different text there that you could mix and match to make your own sentence. And then for the flower itself, here the stamped image of the stem and stuff, I used this stamp right here. And then I happen to have on my desk this this Wild Orchid Crafts Gardenia, and I just put it on top and just used the stem and the leaf as I had stamped it with, I think it was with olive. And then there's some more Recollections bling on the bottom there. And then the inside, I just added some of the designer paper, and again used my Fiskars scalloped edge punch to stamp this, or to punch this border on this craft cardstock. And then there's white space here for my message. Sympathy cards are kind of tough sometimes. Those and masculine cards are just a little bit tricky, for me anyway. Okay, and then this is another one that I used papers from that 6x6 papers that I got in a swap. And again, this is the reverse of this one. And I just used, from my scrap stash, I used this brown textured cardstock. I believe it's from Basil. And again, my Fiskars scalloped edge punch. And here with cocoa, I embossed the Deepest Sympathy. I don't know if you can see that. But I embossed that, and I like how that turned out nice and crisp on that that white banner. And then I did use some of the CTMH pearls in the Licorice collection to put on there. And this Deepest Sympathy comes from this Card Chatter Sympathy sentiment stamp set. And it's right there, and I just played around with it a little bit to get it so that the deepest would be on top, as opposed to off to the side there. So I just did some masking to do that. And then the inside, just added some more of that Basil textured cardstock, and then some more of the designer paper on the inside. So those are my cards for today. I wanted to share with you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.